If you're in need for some summer inspiration but trying to survive this hectic Mercury Retrograde season, Side Quest Diaries is back again. This week was hectic, full of reuniting with old friends, going to summer events, car problems, and it's a good thing we went to celebrate National Tequila Day, so let's see how we're surviving. If you've ever been to Sol Cocina, Irvine, you know they really bring in the vibes. They're considered a coastal Mexican restaurant, and they were hosting a summer bash with complimentary seasonal bites, signature Baja-style dishes, fresh new margaritas, handcrafted tequila, and live entertainment. Welcome to another Side Quest Diaries with me at Saiko Food. Honestly, we're not having a good time because I'm literally stressed out. I circled like 3 different parking lots in the last like 30 minutes. Honestly, I've literally been circling like 3 different parking lots in the past 30 minutes, and I feel like that got me really stressed out and obviously annoyed because I was already here on time and I just couldn't figure out which parking lot to go to because it was like, oh, there's parking adjacent to the restaurant, but like there's literally like 3 different parkings that you could have gone to. I just want to see my friends. I found my friends. Found friends. But either way, I went with my friends Chris, Joy, and Diane, and we were just wandering around trying the food. They had some tacos and this huge jambalaya mussel dish. It's in this huge pan that literally Chris and Joy went to scoop out the soup part of it. She's drinking it! Is it good? She's gonna drink some mussels too. Oh my god, you heard? Yummy! And it's coming with another drink. That's the best thing we have. I thought they were crazy, but I'm not much of a drinker, and I can tell you this soup was the best drink I had there. But don't worry, there were actual drinks there, and the girls got to enjoy some espresso martinis, margaritas, and they all had different tastes. Even the workers were getting us lit. But I was there to see the activations and get the freebies, and I love when an event has something so interactive. We saw this spin the wheel, and I literally manifested a small gift for myself, so we're starting off this week strong, even though it's Mercury Retrograde. And if you don't really know what Mercury Retrograde season is, it usually means there's issues in communication, technology, and transportation. We're here. We just got to Garland. We were all about to have dinner, and then Garland was like, my car does not start, and we were like, what do you mean? And then I'm pretty sure it's Mercury Retrograde.
It really is.
Because Mercury is in the microwave. Yeah, because also Travis, his car died yesterday. And then now her car died.
Just recently?
Yeah.
Literally, that's what I'm saying. Mercury is in the microwave. Yeah. And they say Mercury Retrograde brings like issues in transportation. Past people come into your life. Seeing if it actually works. I think it sounds real. Yay! Twas a bit stressful, but we went to chill at Northern Cafe, also in Irvine, for some of my favorite Chinese food around the area. But I have to tell you guys about this one restaurant we went to in Buena Park at the Source, which is K-Soul Food. They have this outdoor section where you can grill seafood that's actually kind of cool. I reunited with some of my old friends, which you may know as Jen, Esther, and Nat. But while we were waiting for K-Soul Food, we actually ended up at Miso-Kwan again, which was where we were waiting and eating more food. I always like when I get to reunite with some old friends because it just reignites like the spark for me. And it's always so refreshing when you get something that's out of your routine. And even if we don't hang out all the time, it's always so refreshing and nice when you get to catch up with friends and seeing what the next chapter of their lives are, because you should always be cheering your friends on. Anyways, we ended up at K-Soul Food again, and they had a package combo family deal, and we ordered a couple side dishes, which was definitely a good amount of food. But speaking on a lot of food, I actually also stopped by at King's Hawaiian Taste of Aloha event at Huntington Beach. Every time King's Hawaiian hosts an event like this, they have this coconut water, and you best believe I'm always grabbing that. I like that this event was actually on the sand, and they had this setup with different vendors selling inspired dishes with King's Hawaiian rolls. I also ran into Tiff too, which was fun because she was all dolled up to occasion per usual. And I also ran into another foodie fan with the owner David from Faka's Island Grill, who was one of my first collaborations that I actually ever did on YouTube. The other highlight of this event was actually cutting the lechon, which was on stage and prepared by Lola's by MFK, which is a Filipino restaurant in Anaheim. And I was beyond clueless because apparently Common King's artist group was on stage too, but I didn't even see them at first. Either way, it was such a fun event, and I can't wait for next year. We just finished the Taste of Aloha King's Hawaiian event, and it was super fun. We left a little early before everyone just rushed out. but it was super fun. We saw like the cutting of the pig, like the crispy pata, which was really awesome. And then I didn't get a chance to pick up a swag bag, but my friend Tiffany actually got one for me, so I can't wait to see what's inside, because she said that there's a lot of cool goodies. And it was so nice too, because I ran into a couple people from Food Beast, and we ran into like Eli, which is like the front runner of like Food Beast that you see like on social media and all their channels. So it was really cool because he was holding like these hot dogs, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then he like met me, and then he saw me and he's like, oh my gosh, I remember your content. It was just like a really cool interaction, so that was really awesome. And other highlights too, it was really cool seeing like all the other like bloggers and foodies, because obviously there's so many of us in the space, and it was really nice to come to an event like this where it was different. It was literally like on the sand. That's it for this week's Side Quest Diaries. If you're looking for more activities in SoCal, make sure to check out my other vlogs too, where I show some unique experiences like Labubu themed events. Well, that's it for me. I'm Nina at Saiko Food, and see you in the next Side Quest.